Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Zuko's SEO Talking Tea. Today's conversation, is it worth letting someone else post a guest blog on your site? And what I specifically mean here is not your friends and not your peers, specifically if you get a cold email about adding a guest post to your site. I think everyone gets these emails, and I want to discuss today if it's worth it or not, or when it is worth it. But before we begin, I want to introduce the tea we have today. We have a Baked Goods Oolong tea. This tea is one that we have bought from the brand Mayleaf. Mayleaf is my favorite tea brand. I buy most of my tea from them, um, and I spend a lot of my money on them. But I think it's totally worth it. I think they have some amazing teas, and I'm always excited to get some new shipments. And so this Baked Goods Oolong tea is called Baked Goods because the tasting and notes are supposed to be similar to a lot of baked goods. And so I had this in another video. I will say this tea tastes very sweet once you have it with a saltier meal. By itself, I just don't think I have the palate yet, but I didn't notice much sweetness without a saltier kind of meal. But once I did have the saltier meal, man, it was real sweet. But let's go ahead and start talking about SEO. So, is it worth having someone guest post on your site, especially in the context of a cold email? I will say more often than not, no. A lot of my clients will forward me the emails that they get about, hey, we want to post on your website. Generally, I'm just a flat out no. I don't think it's worth it most of the time. And second, a lot of these people don't understand our content. They're not going to really help the site. But that's a short answer for no. But let's actually talk about and discover um, times where it might actually be worth it. There are two main areas where I think it might actually be worth it. One, if the person is willing to contribute content that really fits in our content library for a keyword we're trying to rank for, hey, don't see why not. They're going to do the work, what we can post on our site. And so if you're like, for example, I have a site, pizza.com, and I'm trying to rank for breadsticks, and I'm trying to fill out my content library for breadsticks, and someone says, hey, I have this cool recipe for a different style of breadsticks, and I'd love to contribute a blog post to your site. Hey, we need more breadsticks content anyways. Yeah, I don't see why not, right? Second, that's one reason, but second, the other reason, and this is the one we use more heavily, if the person reaching out to you is interested in guest posting, what I often like to do is check their own sites and see how strong their website is. If they have a strong SEO profile, we will then ask them if they're interested in a content partnership. So what I mean by that is when you're link building, it's often difficult to find opportunities to work with high domain authority, and high quality SEO sites. And if a site is reaching out to us and we find that, hey, you know what, they actually have a strong SEO profile, they have a strong domain authority, domain rating, then we will actually say, hey, you know what, you can post on our site if you're willing to, and open to a partnership where we contribute content on behalf of each other, and this can go beyond just our blog. If you want to do some, social media stuff, I've even had clients say, hey, I'd even be interested in having a business partnership with them, right? So I would say there are times when it's worth it. You just need to do a little bit of homework of understanding how strong the person who's asking you their website is, and if it's strong enough, hey, maybe create that partnership, or two, if their content they want to contribute is in line with the content that you're trying to grow, that might also be worth it as well. So in some cases, it's not as obvious. More often than not, yes, it is going to. So that's going to be confusing. More often than not, it is going to be no, we're not going to allow anyone to guest post on our site. But the a couple occasions where it may make sense. One, if it fits your content strategy, and second, if there is an opportunity for a strong SEO or business partnership with a site because they have a strong SEO profile. Those are the cases where I would recommend clients, yes, there might be something to play here. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and start enjoying my tea now, and hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks, everybody.